That's a direct order. Do it now.
Hi guys, it's Jim. Yeah, I'm currently driving, but I'm completely hands-free, so yeah. It suddenly struck me how important photos are on eBay, and that my photos aren't up to the standard that they need to be. The thing that people see first, obviously, when they're searching for something on eBay is the photo, and it makes a big impact. Obviously, if you've got two items, if you've got an item the same as somebody else, and their photo is excellent and your photo is not, theirs stands out, so they're more likely to buy the other product. My photos are pretty much like everything else I do, and they're rushed. I tend to just put them on the floor or whatever it is, take a photo and not particularly think about the background, and it means that you can see the item. Yeah, fair enough, I do enough photos, I do good, you know, detailed photos of what the item is, but there's always something in the background. There's always some junk or some other products, or the carpet, or a chair, sometimes even one of my dogs or Charlie's foot or something. And to be at a level where I am in terms of my sales are good, but I want to get better. I always want to improve how I'm doing, how eBay's working for me. I always want to make more money. I've always been of the philosophy that if I get something, say I don't know, think of something, a Guess Who board game, when I list it, I'll always check everything that's on eBay. If the cheapest one is for sale for £10, I'll list mine for £9.95, so undercut the cheapest competition, if you like, and try and be the cheapest person on eBay. But then you check completed listings, and someone might have sold a Guess Who for £15, and because their photos look professional and they've presented the item really well, they get more money. So in essence, am I costing myself money by trying to be the cheapest and skimping on photos and quality of the listings? So my aim now is, I'm at a level where my sourcing's fine, I'm buying loads of stock, I know where I can make money on stock, but I want to maximise the money that I make. So the first place to start is your listing. The photos, as I said, first point of call with a customer, and also your description. I'm going to work more on this. Now, I don't think the eBay update that they've recently done, where the description auto fills the title, I don't think that's a very good idea. That leads to laziness. I'm naturally a very, very lazy person, so I write little about the item, but the more you can put in, the more detail, the more money you can make. So I'm going to change how I do it. It might mean that the listings take me more time, but in the long run it will be worth it, because instead of selling 10 items for £10, I'll be able to sell 10 items for £12, and it all adds up. That little bit of money per listing will make me way better off, and I will be able to spend more time doing things because I won't have the pressure of meeting my monthly targets. So I'm setting up a photo booth at the moment in my garage. I have bought photo boxes before, you know, the little ones that you can buy, even with LED lighting in and stuff, and yeah, they're fine if you're selling like a DVD or an action figure. They fit in the box fine, but you can't fit a board game in them, you can't fit a piece of clothing in them, you can't fit a golf bag in them, you know, the stuff I sell, car parts, things like that, you can't fit them in them. A while ago I did, it's not inherited, I was given a load of big photo lights, so I've got them already, that's fine. I think my camera, I've got an iPhone XS, so the camera on it is fine. I'm not gonna, I mean, I have got a decent camera itself, but I'm not going to go into that. I don't I think the camera on my XS will be more than enough for what I want. It's a really good camera, so I think that'll be enough. But the lighting's got to be good, and the backdrop's got to be good. Now I've started, as I say, putting together a photo area. I've started with just putting a white sheet up, but I'm just not pleased with it. I'm not happy with it. It's creased. I've ironed it, yes, ironed it, but it's not right. I just don't like it. So I'm taking well, you know, you copy things that you see, don't you? And one of my favourite YouTubers, who I'm lucky enough he subscribes to my channel, George Ross, here, I think he's got a brilliant solution for his photos, whereas he just uses like I think he uses artificial grass and then a board with wallpaper on, and his photos look superb. And he's one of these people who can up the price, doesn't have to be cheapest, because his photos are quality. Now I'm not going to completely rip that off. I'm not getting artificial grass and that. I'm on my way to B&Q and the DIY stores that are near me. I'm going to search through their clearance areas, try and find maybe some laminate flooring, possibly wallpaper, and see what I can put together, something that looks nice. Obviously I need it to be reasonably large, because I want it to be the backdrop for when I put my tailor's dummy up. I've put a table down, you know, pasting table, so that will be the main thing that I put stuff on, and I want to put something on top of that. But as I say, I also need a decent sized background for the tailor's dummy and for golf bags and the other big items that I sell. So it's got to be quite a substantial size. So I'm off to B&Q now. Am I allowed to say B&Q? Do I endorse? No, I don't endorse them. But that's all I've got local. So we'll see what they've got, see if there's anything suitable, and then I'll show you what I'm building. This video might come in a couple of parts because I am droning on like an old woman. Oh no, not going to get it there. So we'll see how it comes out, and we'll see obviously this month if it makes any difference to my pricing. So let's go to B&Q. I need some boards. There we go, clearance. What we got here? 15 quid. Brushed solid oak. Don't think that'll work. Brushed solid oak flooring. Right, okay, back from B&Q. I've gone for this sort of a light grey laminate flooring. This was £14 for the box in the clearance section. I am though wondering if I've got enough. I might need to go back and get another box of that. And then I got this wallpaper, which I think contrasts quite nicely with it. The wallpaper I'm just going to lay over this black table, and the laminate will be rested up against this wall. Just got some gaffer tape just to secure it together. There's no point in me gluing it and doing it like I would do if I'm doing flooring. So let's see what it looks like when I put it together. Let's have a look. Right, so laminate flooring, if you haven't done flooring, I guess, it's pretty easy to put together. You can see I've done a few pieces here. they just line up. Yeah, I'm trying to do it one-handed. Line up, make sure it's lined up all the way down, and then it just clicks into position. So there you go, put together. Now, as I said, to fix mine, I'm just putting gaffer tape down the back, which should hold it in position. We'll see, but so far that's looking pretty good, I reckon. Right, so I'm reasonably pleased with that. Fits nicely from the table to the roof of the garage. It just looks better than the bare garage or the sheet. My concern is if it's big enough, but I think if I can position the tailor's dummy in front here, it might need some cropping, but I think that'll work. Right, now to do the table. I've just laid the wallpaper down because it's going to get mucky, I think, as I go, so I can just re-roll. I think that'll be enough. I think it contrasts quite well with the backboard. If we find something, try to find something lying around just to put on there to see what it will look like when I take a photo. Let's have a look. Boom, there you go. That really stands out. I know the background isn't everything, but that's way better. Loving that. So I'll get some lighting up now and we'll see what the final approach looks like. Right, well, I've tried the professional lighting that I've got. I've got these, got the umbrella on and the bracket, and then you'll stand on a tripod and stuff. The problem is there's no bulbs for starters, and they're on a USA European plug, so they won't fit in my plugs. For the moment, I'm just going to use the strip lighting that I've got up in the garage anyway. I think it gives a good enough light. You can see there, it looks pretty good actually. So I'm going to use that from now on. Hardly cost me any money, and I think it will really help with the photos. I'm really pleased with that actually for the money it's cost. It's going to look much more professional on my photos. So, do I now go through all of my existing listings and rephoto, or do I just carry on from now? I think I'm going to just carry on with what I've got on at the minute as it is. As it doesn't sell through a 30-day period, which is now obviously much more difficult thanks to good to cancelled. Cheers eBay. But that's another story. I'll rephoto, but going forward, I think all of my photos, if possible, will be using this setup because I'm really pleased with it. It looks pretty good. So yeah, there you go. Hope anyone's found that useful. Just goes to show that it doesn't cost much to set up a professional looking photo area. I just hope it makes a difference on my sales. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.